Yeah. Before we'll start, we'll do a prayers to our ancestors, our acharyas, purvaja, and Lord Shri Krishna, the Guru. Hmm? So you are able to see the screen? कुछ नहीं दिख रहा? I mean, can somebody help me switch on the नीचे से ना उसको बटन है सेंटर में लाइट लाल लाइट दिख रहा है सेंटर में या रिमोट दे दीजिएगा ओके ठीक है so we'll start with prayers. Prayers will be visible on the screen. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण. So this is a journey of Gita course, and we are entering into chapter number 7. Not particularly of Bhagavad Gita, but yes, in this session we are coming to in this series we are coming to the day number 7, and we are going to explore more and newer gems from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So of course um, I'm sure that these Bhagavad Gita sessions and these tips from Bhagavad Gita will be would have been useful for you since day one till today, right? Almost a 1 month is over, isn't it? How many of you are feeling it benefited? You like it? Huh? You are able to implement this Bhagavad Gita practically in your life, है ना? So these are the many practical learnings that Srimad Bhagavad Gita gives us. And today we are going to learn few more which Bhagavad Gita is prominently speaking about is the mind. We spoke about soul, we spoke about body, we spoke about culture, we spoke about our Vedas, and we spoke about happiness. Now we are coming to the entity which is experiencing all these things, which is the mind. And we are starting this session by dedicating it to Srila Prabhupada, who is His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is a founder Acharya of ISKCON. And Srila Prabhupada, he was such a person of self-control and um, uh, um, the person of uh, very strong patience in his life. Imagine going to the Western world and teaching to those people who don't know even ABCD of our culture, who doesn't know even washing hands after passing the stool. And I'm like, "Put क्यों?" Huh? So, and those people, the Srila Prabhupada brought them to the highest standards of Brahmana. There were so many instances where Prabhupada had to keep patience. At the age of 70s, when the people, when the audience in front of him is the most restless audience. First of all, youth, 16, 17 years old boys of America, they were born American. You know? And of course, not just even a born American body is very, very passionate. Indians are really peaceful. Americans are very passionate. And over that, they were into the environment which is encouraging so much passion, chanchalta. So in this situation, Srila Prabhupada had a highest patience to teach those devotees, those and bring them to the highest standard. All of you can come little bit forward. So maybe whoever Matajis are coming behind, they can take their seats. They will not feel awkward to come in front. All of you also can come a little closer. So we are dedicating these sessions to His Divine Grace is Swami A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Oh, wrong PPT. Yeah. So today's topic is mind your mind, or so how the mind control thing. Hmm? So what is mind? Have you ever wondered? There are something sound which is coming from within, which is not yours. I don't know. When you are deep thoughts and you are thinking about worrying something about, you have got something like अंदर से कुछ आवाज आ रही है. लगता है ऐसा कभी? जो आप नहीं बोल रहे हो लेकिन कोई दूसरा आपको गाइड कर रहा है, बात कर रहा है, ऐसा कुछ लगता है ना? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू फील? प्लीज रेज योर हैंड, एक्सपीरियंस दिस थिंग कि हाँ अंदर से कुछ आवाजें आ रही है, हमारे से कोई बात कर रहा है. घोस्ट की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ बट यस समथिंग. Okay, how many of you experience there are two voices coming from your within? Not just one, two voices. They're fighting, arguing, and all these things, isn't it? लगता है ना? One is your voice, or maybe some other voice, or something like that. So this is now one of this is a mind, and one of this is the intelligence, and the third one also is there always, which is Paramatma in the heart. He also speaks, you know. बट उसका आवाज सुनाई नहीं देता ज्यादा। तो वो ही जानेंगे क्यों। सो व्हाट, हाउ माइंड वर्क्स, mind, what is the nature of this mind? Generally when we talk about mind, when we observe our mind, it gives us dictation of only two types. वो सिर्फ दो ही चीजें बताता है, ये अच्छा है, ये अच्छा नहीं है, गुलाब जाम खाना है, गुलाब जाम नहीं खाना है, मतलब करेला खाना है, करेला नहीं खाना है. So only these two things he will tell. I like, I don't like it. And whole kriya kalap, whole the actions and reactions based on these two phenomena. I like it, I don't like it. This is the function of mind. Accept it and reject it. Acceptance and rejection. This is the thing that mind do. What mind will accept something which is pleasurable and want to repeat it. And mind will reject which is painful. Hmm? So when you talk about this acceptance and rejection will happen. How? Hmm? This happens. मतलब how mind will decide which is right, which is wrong. Huh? Yeah. Memories. Yes. है ना? See, you are from South India somewhere, right? Where? Tamil Nadu. Andhra Pradesh. ठीक है. If I give you idlis, अरे वाह ब्रो जी, such a nice things. You are from उत्तराखंड. उनको आपको इडली दी जाए, क्या ब्रो जी इडली ब्रेकफास्ट में, इडली भी कोई खाता है क्या? इफ आई गिव यू रसम, ओ प्रभु जी व्हाट इज दिस रसम, पानी मिला के दे दिया. इफ आई गिव यू रसम, मतलब इन तमिलनाडु, तमिलनाडु people are mad for the rasam. They like it. Huh? If I give you parathas, parathas क्या है ये? And if you give you parathas, oh wow प्रभु जी. So same parathas, same cook is making it, but one person is liking it, one person is not liking. Oh, you are liking it, you are not liking it. Idlis you are liking it, you are not liking it. How this likes and dislikes is made, this one, because what we are cultivated from our childhood, what in what surroundings we have got, those impressions will decide what mind will dictate. These are called as a samskaras. संस्कारास बहुत सुना होगा ना आपने. संस्कार मतलब कभी कभी कोई लोग गाली देते हैं ना, मतलब कुछ बच्चे ने गलत काम कर लिया, हाँ क्या संस्कार है. अगर some kid is doing something nice, क्या संस्कार है ना. और संस्कार is a word is the same, but sometimes it becomes like a slang, like a curse. Sometimes oh, praise, wow. So sanskar is there, but sanskar means what cultivation we have got, what training we have got, how we are training our mind. In that way, mind will dictate us. Hmm? So this is the thing. We'll try to understand these things based on uh, the mind acronym. So we'll try to understand what is the nature of mind. Mind, it is mentioned in the Shastras, like there are few things which are very, very chanchala. Shloka is mano madhukaro megho madhyapo matkuno marut ma mado markato matsyo makara dasha chanchala. 10 things are very, very chanchal, and disturbed. They will not sit in one place. At least kid will sit in one place. But mana, madhukara, mind will not sit in one place. Madhukara, the bumblebee, she will not sit. Megha, they are always moving around. Madhyapa, drunkard, he will be always not steady. Matkuno, the bugs, bed bugs and all. And Marut, air. So these people, these things are very, very disturbed, very, very chanchala. And to control it, very, very difficult. We'll not see them sitting in one place for long time. Mind is, see, even the mind is such a person which will be keep on going all the places. Since we started our class, is almost 10 minutes. Before that, a kirtan happened. You know? So before we started, so many things were going on. You coming from different place. You are sitting here. You are sitting here. I am talking to you. You are listening to me. But in this whole period, your mind would have gone to your home many times. कितने लोगों का माइंड घर में जाके आ गया है बीच में, है ना, या फिर कहीं और जाके आ गया है, या फिर 100% इधर ही था और कुछ नहीं देखा हमने और कुछ दिमाग में आया ही नहीं, है ना. We have gone all the places. मतलब even we have gone to America also in the between. कहीं जाके घूम के आ गए एकदम दूर. है ना? So mind is very very chanchala. It will not sit in one place for long. Kids will have got that experience when you are in college day studies. You know, one page. I want to study hard, Prabhuji. And one page would have been finished by 15 minutes max to max. Right? But we are half an hour, 1 hour. पढ़ाई करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, but it's roaming there. Not disturbed. It's completely disturbed mind. This is how the mind is chanchala. Hmm? Why this mind is so difficult and why to bring it into under one control is so difficult. Understand, mind is very very powerful element, very powerful element. Hmm? So why it is powerful? Because this is shloka from Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, Bhumirapo nalo vayu. You say, kham mano buddhirevacha अहंकार इति यम में भिन्ना प्रकृतिर अष्टधा. You have heard about Panchamahabhutas? है ना? The first line speaks about it. Panchamahabhuta. Easily पता चलता है ना? भूमि, रापो, the earth, water, air, fire, ether. है ना? These are the Prakriti, nature. Bhumi, rapo, nalo, vayu. You are able to see this? So these things are energies of Krishna. Who has made this Bhumi, Apa, Anala, Vayu? We made? No. It is there in the nature. And how it is come to the nature? Because Krishna made it. It is creation of Krishna. Krishna says, these are my energy. Huh? So Panchamahabhuta तो हम समझते हैं. We understood Panchamahabhuta, they are naturally available and they are made by God and they are the powerful, so the powers of energy, energies of Krishna. Water is the power, fire is the power, air is the power. You know, they have. With air you are generating electricity. Water you are generating electricity. All these things are there. Krishna adds two more things into it. Hmm? What are those? Mind, intelligence, and one more is there, ego, false ego. Three things are added here: mind, intelligence, and false ego. These are also to constitute my separated material energies. ये कृष्णा की शक्तियां हैं, भगवान की शक्ति है ये. And not just your mind and my mind, is everybody's mind put together. Everybody's mind is a Krishna's energy. This has been given to you. Our body is made of Bhumi, Rapo, Nala, Vayu. Correct? These are given to us. We are using it. Mind also is Krishna's energy. We are just using it. And because it is Krishna's energy, it is as powerful as Krishna. And that's why many people in the world, they try to control the mind. मन को वश में लाना है, but it's not happening. Hmm? So, that's why this is it's so difficult. Whenever we try to do something, but mind will not allow us to do. And whenever we decide something, mind will help us to do a lot. There is a story, there's an incident. Now, how powerful mind is. We have a devotee who preached in Russia. Where in Russia? Russia is a place where a religion, at least before 1990s, the religion was not accepted at all. Completely atheistic. What is that called? Communist people. So they used to say, no religion. And in that situation, devotees were preaching Bhagavad Gita. No Bhagavad Gita could enter into these countries. And somehow they sneaked in. Somehow one Bhagavad Gita copy went in, devotees were impressed, they started, those people, not many preachers from India went, not from Prabhupada's ISKCON went there. Those people just simply reading Bhagavad Gita, they got impressed, they started following it with the letters, they started communicating with Prabhupada. We could not go freely there into that, in 1975, those areas, that time. And people started preaching, and it started growing. More you suppress the religion, more it comes out. No, because religion is our basic constituents. So these devotees who are secretly preaching Krishna consciousness, many times they used to get caught. And the secret agencies there, they used to put spies behind them, and they used to catch them and put them into jail and torture them. बताओ कहाँ भगवत गीता प्रिंट करते हो तुम? People used to print Bhagavad Gita secretly, underground sessions, and the printing presses used to be there, and they used to print Bhagavad Gita. ये कुछ अ, विस्फोटक सामग्री नहीं बना रहे हैं, भगवत गीता ही प्रिंट कर रहे हैं. स्टिल दे हैव persecution and all these things. कहाँ प्रिंट कर रहे हैं भगवत गीता? एंड टॉर्चर, मारे पीटे. They used to be put into a jails of Siberia. Heard about Siberia? The coldest place, and in the coldest place in the world, and that place they will be put into the jail. And jail is not a comfortable place. You'll not get blankets. You'll not get a cozy beds there. And food also will get little bit kind of. And the devotees, no, they will not eat non-veg. And they will get meat and the bread. That's all. I know. Then they will not eat meat and all these things. They will just eat bread. So they will be very, very difficult. There is no energy source also. Very tough situation. And the situation, these devotees, one particular devotee was there who understood, he knew that there is a power in the mind a lot. Our mind is very, very powerful things. So he was put into one cellar which is very, very dark, cold, and there is no energy source, no heat source there, very cold into Siberian winter, and very no food proper and all these things. He was getting troubled. What he did, there was a rod there in the in his bed. There's a rod there, and he holded the rod. He hold the rod, and he trained his mind to imagine that this rod is hot rod, and it's giving me energy, it's giving me heat. उसको पकड़ के उन्होंने imagine किया, mind को train किया. He trained his mind, and his mind, after training this such a strong, and finally he started feeling the warmth in his body. And after some time, he left this rod. He saw there are blisters in his hands. You know, जब हम किसी गर्म चीज को पकड़ते हैं ना, तो हाथ जल जाता है. हाथ जला था. So if you train your mind, you can train your body, you can manipulate your body also. Mind has a tremendous power. You have seen there are so many hatha yogis who are sitting in the Himalayan snow and doing their tapasya without any clothes. How they are able to do it? The power of mind. When mind is manipulating, mind is training our body. Hmm? So in this way, mind has tremendous power to which we can harness. Somebody's mind, you have heard practical example. Have you seen any drunkard? This just cyber area, these examples we are not able to experience. But drunkard we have seen, na? पतला सुकड़ा आदमी रहते. But when he's drunk and when he's completely uncontrolled, तगड़ा तगड़ा आदमी भी उसको पकड़ नहीं पाता है. You know, because his mind is so intoxicated, and this intoxicated mind is making his body to do some extra work. Even strong people also, his inner cannot control him like that. Mind has very, very tremendous power into that. And such a mind, if it is controlled, what will happen? So, like, we understand what is the activities of the mind. Mind has two things to do, as I mentioned: likes and a dislikes. What I do, what should I do, what should I not do? What is good for me, what is not good for me. Mind just, these all things are based on the samskaras. Who talks about it? The samskaras. And what are these sanskaras? Sanskaras are the impressions on the mind. Mind is a powerful recorder. It keeps on recording everything that you are experiencing in the life. Everything. जो जो हम लोग कर रहे हैं सब माइंड में रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है. ऐसा नहीं कि समथिंग वी आर फॉरगेटिंग. व्हेन वी आर फॉरगेटिंग, द इंप्रेशंस आर ऑलवेज देयर इन आवर हार्ट. यू वुड हैव सीन दैट कि बचपन में सुना हुआ गाना सडनली पॉप्स अप इन योर माइंड. हाउ इज इट? अरे मैं तो भूल गया था ये सब चीज, है ना. इट यूज्ड टू हैपन विथ मी व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस, ऑल दीस थिंग्स. We stopped hearing, we are very cutter. So we stopped hearing music and all these things and all. कोई फिल्म नहीं देखना है. But suddenly while doing आरती and all these things, one old Hindi song used to come. अरे मैंने इतना साल हो गया मतलब मूवीज नहीं देखा, कुछ नहीं देखा, सडनली एक गाना क्यों याद आ गया मुझे? संस्कार आर देयर इन हार्ट which will not go so quick. Hmm? So mind has that. All the impressions are recorded strongly in our mind. Picks up from anywhere and anything. Impressions are there. They are gathered, collected, and they formed into it. Impressions. जो भी हम लोग कर रहे हैं, whatever we are doing it, we are into our jobs and businesses, you know, and ये and our ambitions, our desires, everything, है ना, जो भी हम लोग देख रहे हैं, जो भी whatever people we are around, surrounding, whatever they do, whatever they talk, whatever we are hearing, even if we are watching something or something, everything is being recorded. Hmm? And everything is there. Is nothing is lost there. नो कभी कभी बहुत आश्चर्य लगता है हमें कि भाई हाउ दिस थिंग्स आर कमिंग अप. If you see the small small kids, one devotee was telling this incident, one small kid was there into one some devotee's house. He went for the program, and this small kid, he's telling, Prabhuji, you know, today something special is going to happen, Prabhuji. अच्छा क्या स्पेशल होने वाला है? हाँ, आई एम कमिंग टू योर होम, आई आर डूइंग कीर्तन एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स स्पेशल ना? नो नो, मोर स्पेशल देन दैट. व्हाट इज दैट, इन क्योंकि सास भी कभी बहू थी, द हीरो इज गोइंग टू रिवील द ट्रूथ टू हीरोइन. Kids are accepting it. Kids are, whatever we are doing it, everything is recorded. A small kid, how they will understand what is right, what is the hero and heroine and talking and the secret revealing? But yes, they are. You don't believe, they are taking it. Hmm? That's why when you see our Bhakta Prahlad kids schools, school kids, just they are given a this sanskaras, this culture from right from the beginning, and you will not believe the topics that I am discussing with the elders classes. Same topics are discussed into the kids classes, but they are taking it very very faster. You have seen these small kids coming here and reciting shlokas and all these things very quick. You know, there's one devotee who used to recite Bhagavad Gita every day. His kids used to recite along with him with so much effort. This Prabhuji elder, hmm, तो ही यूज्ड टू memorize the shlokas. बहुत एफर्ट लगता था. इन बच्चे इजीली बोल लेते हैं बात पिताजी को सुन के. So his mind is like that. Our mind is also like a kid. It accepts everything from everywhere. जहां भी जाओ सब कुछ वो accept grab करते रहता है. And not just simply grabs, it forms impressions from that. You will be knowing, right? How many of you makes reels? बनाते हो रील्स कभी? शर्माने की जरूरत नहीं है, बता सकते हो. रील्स बनाते समय हमें एडिट करना पड़ता है, सॉफ्टवेयर एडिटिंग, मतलब व्हाट इज दैट, वीडियो एडिटिंग एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स. व्हाट इज द बेस्ट सॉफ्टवेयर फॉर वीडियो एडिटिंग? विच वन? ओके, किने मास्टर समथिंग यूज दैट वगैरह वगैरह. काइन मास्टर ओके. आई डोंट नो काइन मास्टर, है ना? सो दीज आर द टूल्स एंड ऑल. बट आई विल टेल यू द बेस्ट टूल फॉर वीडियो एडिटिंग is the mind. है ना? See, devotees, no, we have seen so many movies, right? One movie which I liked the most, and then I was seeing it, and when I'm in the night, I'm sleeping, that hero and the heroine, they are coming into my dreams, and slowly that hero is removed, and my face is posted there, and I'm doing all these things like a hero, the lifting and this thing, then fighting and all these things. So much nice video editing, right? Mind edits, and without anything, without any, we know anything, push everything. Mind accepts the impressions from everywhere, and he will edit it and put in front of us. You show him the mountain, you show him the gold, and mind will create the golden mountain. This is action of the mind. You know, many times mind torments us. Many times, क्या होता है, personal experience I will tell you. When we do the counseling to the boys, many times boys comes to us, they have so many problems they have and all this, they cry, प्रभु जी ऐसा हुआ. एक लड़का था बिहार का, So the boy, and he was used to come to our classes. One day in the Diwali he went home, and after 1 month he came back and he was crying, Prabhu ji, बहुत बुरा हुआ. क्या हुआ? शादी हो गया. Yeah, it happens. And a father will not ask anything and he will just put it in the marriage place and he will get in married. That's all. He will not ask लड़की चाहिए अच्छी है नहीं है. वो लड़के को देखता भी नहीं है. And he was crying, प्रभु जी बहुत उसको बहुत समझाया, नहीं ऐसा नहीं वैसा नहीं ठीक है वगैरह वगैरह. And I had to put a lots of energy into that कि भाई उसको समझाने के लिए कि भाई ऐसा नहीं है समझो भाई. And after that so much tired, उसको भेज दिया. And afternoon time I slept. Afternoon sleep, is so kind of. I immediately, within 5 minutes, I started getting dreams, and the dreams, I myself got married. and, and in a full in the sweat and all this. अरे क्या हो गया मेरे को? Suddenly I woke up. नहीं अभी भी आश्रम में ही हूँ मैं. So such a terrible thing. And whatever you do, the impressions will be there strong in your mind, and it will edit and put yourself into those situations. Mind is a tricky thing. Hmm? That's why there's an acronym for the mind. The short form mind का बना है. This will help us to understand how mind works. M, it magnifies the problem. I, it has infinite thoughts and desires. N is a never in the present. D for distraction. S for stress and anxiety. We'll try to understand this. Mind magnifies the problem. See, one problem, one thing is there, it starts thinking and thinking, overthinking and all. People think and think and think and think, and then it becomes so big. No, वो होता है ना analysis का paralysis. Problem is very small. We analyze it, and it becomes so big, and it goes to the any different extent. Hmm? There was when devotee was telling the one story in one incident in a COVID in Belgaum somewhere. So one family, husband and wife were there, and wife got COVID in the COVID time. Everything was locked down and all those things, and whole media and all this they're talking about this thing. We are alone. Gates are locked and everything. We are alone, and they're talking about COVID. Everybody was scared of COVID. है ना? So this devotee's family, wife got COVID, and she got admitted. Just by hearing the news of COVID, husband got heart attack. He passed away. Just by hearing that wife got, he didn't got COVID. Wife got. Wife went to the quarantine. She took a treatment. She came back. But husband, just by thinking about COVID, he lost his life. So mind is so such a thing which can takes us to any extent. A small problem. Hmm? This is a small video I will show you. So how mind tricks us. This is a scenario in IT companies, right? ले क्यों नहीं आ रहे भाई?
अरे विवेक, आई वांट टू टॉक टू यू समथिंग. यस सर. चलो अभी तो तुम निकलो, मंडे को बात करते हैं. ओके.
It's in Hindi, but
पता नहीं सबको क्या बात करनी थी. कहीं मेरा प्रोजेक्ट तो नहीं चेंज हो रहा, कहीं मेरा रिव्यू तो नहीं है मंडे. बॉस को कहीं पता तो नहीं लग गया कि मैं अपनी मंथली पीपीटी अपने इंटर्न से बनवा रहा हूँ. सर. हाँ सर, आप कह रहे थे जरूरी बात करनी है. अरे हाँ, मैं कह रहा था तुम शादी कब कर रहे हो? उम्र निकली जा रही है. सर ये बात करनी थी आपको? हाँ यही कह रहा था. चलो चाय पी के आते हैं. अरे विवेक,
so this is an event, we can experience this in every time, everyday life, mother-in-law is saying something and daughter-in-law is thinking and thinking and thinking, और ऐसा होगा वैसा होगा ऐसे बोला, mother-in-law will be thinking. Now in a home also it will be like that. So the one small राई का पहाड़ बनाना बोलते हैं, the small thing which will be taken to the extreme extent, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, or that is the story always will be there. A small event, and she would have said one small thing, and she's thinking why she said like this, why she said because of this. She would have seen there, she would have seen that, and she would be thinking like that. And you keep on thinking and thinking, and it makes it to do extreme. Relationship breaks. We get stress, anxiety. All these things will keep coming. Like
अरे विवेक,
so mind, it uh, it takes us into this. It's infinite, infinite permutations are there. So M for magnifying. Then second comes for I for infinite thoughts. Mind is a supercomputer. Supercomputer means it can do highest number of calculation in a very short time. Right? That is a supercomputer. Mind is such a supercomputer, it can generate many thoughts in very short time. It is mentioned that mind can generate thousands of thoughts within a second. Thousands of thoughts. It has such a kind of a tremendous capacity. And mind will mind has it has so much extent to it. It can develop anything. Infinite and uncontrolled thoughts. Hmm? When we are discussing and all these things, we might have gotten so many different ideas. When you are studying in the books, you are studying your school syllabus and all these things, mind will give so many different ideas. अरे काहे बैठा है इधर, चलो उधर वो करेंगे ये करेंगे. Mind is giving so many ideas. Mind is a is a fountain of so many different thoughts. There are so many different inventions. They were just done by the inspiration which has got in the mind. You know, any example somebody knows? The benzene structure. The scientist was thinking and thinking and doing experiment after experiment and experiment. He could not find the idea how the benzene is structured, how benzene molecule is formed. You know? So, but suddenly he slept one day in the laboratory itself. What is his name? You don't know. Uh, yeah, snakes were, and so the two dreams he had. One dream, the snake was coiling around and eating his own tail, and another dream he got, the molecules are coming and dancing in this laboratory. There was one lamp, there was a smoke coming up. Smoke means carbon, right? And in that, around that, this carbon molecule started dancing, making circle. So these two dreams he got, and array, Bayesian structure can be like this. So mind can generate, my mind can solve the most and most complex problems. So this is, and not just simply that, mind has, no, mind, if mind is, mind can help us to solve the problem, but mind can confuse us a lot. We have to take some decision in the life, and mind is giving so many permutation combination, aisa karo, waisa karo, and you will not be able to take any decision in the life. And confused, and everything will be jumbled up. We have seen in the mind is so much chaos happening. And again, mind is never in the future, in the present. There are three different tenses, right? Present tense, past tense, and future tense. And mind skips the present tense always into past or the future. It is said mind is a bird, have two wings of past and the future. मतलब भविष्य और भूत के पंख को लेकर मन उड़ाने भरता है. And he will never sit into present. It is like that. Hmm? So you practically you see right now how much time we are thinking about right now. Always we are thinking about the behind and always thinking about future. When we think about past, we get stress. अरे ऐसा क्या किया, नहीं करना चाहिए था. हाँ? अरे ये स्टॉक में पैसे डाल दिए, नहीं डालने चाहिए थे. Always repentance. When we think about past, we always get an idea of repentance, pashtava. Repentance. Past, thinking about past will always give a repentance, and thinking about future will always give us anxiety. अरे ऐसा नहीं हुआ तो वैसा करेंगे, वैसा कर तो कैसा करेंगे. अरे छोड़ दो, गणपति का वाहन है. He is enjoying his life. We are only struggling here. ठीक है, you focus here. ठीक है. So in this way, the mind will in the past it will give repentance, and it will go in the future, it will give the anxiety, uncertainty things will give always anxiety. अरे क्या होगा, बच्चों का क्या होगा, शादी होगा कि नहीं होगा इसका, है ना, what will happen, my boss, my cash, will I be able to save my company, मतलब save my company को सेव करने का बात अलग है, but at least my savings will happen or not. Boss is exploiting me. स्विच करूंगा तो कैसे होगा, कंपनी अच्छी कंपनी मिलेगी नहीं मिलेगी, है ना, वी आर taking admissions, what is happening, college अच्छा है कि नहीं है, so many questions. So anxieties, mind will always be into the past and the future, but thinking about the past and thinking about the future, we will always spoil our present. Hmm? And then stress and it gives the distraction. We're not able to focus anything because we are not in the present, always thinking about something else. We are always into distracted mood. We are talking something, but always mind is thinking about something else. Absent mindedness बोलते हैं ना, चल कुछ हो रहा है and mind is roaming somewhere else. बात कुछ चल रही है लेकिन mind is somewhere else. Absent mindedness because it is always into a different place. Hmm? Okay, so we'll take one small example now, right? ना एक experiment करते हैं, ठीक है? So try to be into present. ठीक है, we spoke about try to be in present. So try to be in present. We'll take a experiment of 30 seconds. That's all. ठीक है, 30 seconds में क्या करना है? You have to close your eyes and try to remain in present. ठीक है, let us start right now. Last 5 seconds. Done. Okay. How many of you got no other thoughts than present? Did you experience this? No, very few, right? But many of us got thoughts all over the world. All over the world. क्या क्या थॉट्स आए थे आपके दिमाग में बताइए? हाँ, अच्छे है तो बता सकते हैं. Even this is right question. प्रभु जी मेरे को पूछेंगे कि नहीं पूछेंगे? Ask me or not. हाँ. What is the trick that Prabhuji is playing with us now? Every time some trick is Prabhuji is playing. Huh? Huh? Any other thoughts you got? बच्चे घर में कैसे होंगे? Here only. Good. Very nice. है ना? Many times I've seen एक क्लास में हम लोग दिया था, जैसे प्रभु जी बोल रहे थे, the people are starting giving different answers. प्रभु जी जब when my mind was closed, I was thinking what's happening around. आंखें तो बंद है, eyes are closed, everything dark in front of us, we are unable to see anything. क्या कर रहे हैं? अब मेरी आंखें बंद है तो कोई पॉकेट तो नहीं लेके जाएगा. Somebody will be doing here and there. So many kind of thoughts will come. Either if you are staying in the present in this hall, see now we have made this environment of doing the class करनी है यहाँ पे ना, class करने के लिए we should have a kind of environment. You are away from your home, you are away from your children, for children are the other room, they are not going to disturb you. Such a nice environment, cool breeze and all these things, conducive environment for the focusing our mind and doing something good. Even though our mind goes here and there, everything is favorable, still mind is distracted. So this is the nature of mind. Hmm? So, and what is gives stress and anxiety? Hmm? It is, you know, it will keep comparing stress and anxiety. Why this God's mind will keep generating ideas? अरे ऐसा होगा तो कैसा, वैसा तो कैसा, and it will keep comparing, and with the comparison, it gives very nasty ideas. Now we have in the company's appraisal interviews, and there is a strict policy that we should not disclose our salary to our colleagues, है ना, confidence, your salary is your confidential thing, but still appraisal के बाद होता है कितना मिला, आपको तो नहीं पता होगा, गवर्नमेंट का है ना, तो पता होता है सबका सैलरी, है ना, बाकी लोग को होता है आईटी कंपनी में, है ना, एक ही टीम में लोग हैं, एक ही साथ में लगे हुए हैं, लेकिन कंपैरिजन, अरे सब अलग कंपनी, मतलब बोनस आया है, सब बोनस कम्स, इट गोज टू इक्वली टू एवरीबॉडी. बोला इक्वली, मैंने ज्यादा काम किया था, मेरे को इसने कुछ काम नहीं किया, फिर भी इक्वली, ऐसा कैसे? एंड जब इक्वली नहीं मिलता है, व्हेन इट डज नॉट गेट्स एन इक्वल थिंग, दैट टाइम ऑल्सो, अरे मेरे को 10%, इसको 20%, ऐसा कैसे? सो दैट्स व्हाई इफ इट इज नॉट डिस्क्लोज्ड, वी आर पीसफुली, 10% मिला है, एंड वी गेट ना अप्रेजल 10%, वी आर सो हैप्पी, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, एंड व्हेन वी कम टू योर टीम, कितना? 15%, all our happiness is gone. 15, just me moment back I was so happy, 10%, and this person 15 gone, everything. पेड़े बांटने लगे थे हम लोग मन के अंदर ही, and it's gone. Mind is like this. Hmm? So what to talk about this salary, all these things, if I have some phone, I'm purchasing a phone, I take one phone and my neighbor takes another phone, immediately, अरे मेरे पास 15,000 का, इसके पास 20,000 का. दैट इज ओल्ड कंपैरिजन ना, मेरे 50,000 का, उसके पास 1 लाख का. है ना? सो कंपैरिजन विल मेक्स अस दिस थिंग. और एंजाइटी, दिस ऑल दिस कंपैरिजन विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द माइंड. सो देन क्वेश्चन इज माय माइंड माय फ्रेंड और एनिमी? एक सवाल है सब लोग से. आप बोलते हैं ना मन के अंदर से आवाजें आती है, ये है ना? शैल वी लिसन टू अवर माइंड और नॉट? बहुत लोग बोलते हैं ना, मन की बात सुनो, मन की बात सुना है कभी? मन की बात सुननी चाहिए हमें, मतलब बड़े बड़े अक्षर में लिखा रहता है, आई हियर टू माई वॉइस ऑफ माई हार्ट. जो मन बोलता है वही करता हूँ, वॉट माई हार्ट सेज आई डू दैट ओनली. सही है कि गलत है? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू से प्रभु वी शुड डू दैट ओनली? मन जो बोलता है वही करना चाहिए प्रभु जी. हाँ, मन जो बोलता है वही करना चाहिए. हमें से नो प्रभु जी, वी शुड नॉट लिसन टू माइंड. एनी ऑफ यू? एनी ऑफ यू से हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर कंफ्यूज? नहीं छोड़ो प्रभु जी. आप ही बताओ. है ना? या ऑफ कोर्स ना, ये कैटेगरी हमेशा रहेगी हमारे पास, है ना? Yeah, okay, this is an opinion poll kind of. You have your opinions, yes, no, or maybe may not be, like that. So mind, when we try to, we see that कि अरे प्रभु जी मन की बात सुननी चाहिए. If you make it like that, then also it's a danger. Mind, just now we saw, is giving so many weird ideas. मन जो है वो इतनी भयंकर तर्क देता है, भयंकर बातें बताता है, दुश्मनी पैदा कर लेता है. It makes us an enemy among ourselves. If we keep on listening to mind and mind will keep extrapolating the facts, और जो सही चीजें नहीं है वो भी हमारे सामने रख देता है. And in this situation, if we start listening to mind will take us to the ditch, है ना? And many times mind also tells us a nice ideas, like Michael Faraday, he got a benzene structure. उसने बोला था नहीं मन की बात नहीं माननी है. We did not got a benzene structure, है ना? So many complex things into a chemistry would have been left out, है ना? Like this. But then the question is, shall I listen or listen not? When shall I listen to mind and when shall I not? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, we'll read this shloka. Bandhuratmatmanastasya yenatmaiva atmana jitaha अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुत्वे वर्तेतात्मैव शत्रुवत्. For him who has conquered the mind is the best friend. But for one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain his greatest enemy. Mind is like a tool that we have got. एक चक्कू, knife, is a good thing or bad thing? A gun is good thing or bad thing? It all depends on how you are using it. The mind is also a tool that we have received, and if we are trained to use it, it's good. बच्चे के हाथ में छुरी खतरनाक हो सकती है, लेकिन डॉक्टर के हाथ में छुरी, it can cure, है ना? So mind, if we are trained to deal with the mind can be the best friend. And if we are not trained, it can be a worst enemy. और ये enemy कहाँ बैठा है? हमारे अंदर. शत्रु सीमा के पार हो, enemy beyond the border is always good. ठीक है वहीं पे रहे, but it crosses the border, dangerous. Not just the border, it's sitting in your heart itself, exactly near to his, knows everything. पार्लियामेंट में क्या चल रहा है, कहाँ पे जाना है, क्या नहीं जाना है, सब कुछ पता है, ऑल द सीक्रेट रूट्स ही नोज. एंड डेंजरस, द एनिमी more closer is more dangerous. What is intelligence now? We have to make this enemy our friend. And how? By controlling. Hmm? So bandhuratmatmanastasya, mind control. Who has conquered the mind? What Krishna says? Who has conquered the mind is his best friend. An uncontrolled mind is the dangerous enemy. Hmm? Mind always keeps on tricking us when mind is not controlled. It always tell, अरे भैया क्या जाना है संडे फीस्ट प्रोग्राम को, why to come here. अरे प्रभु जी ने कॉल किया है बाबा, मॉर्निंग कॉल आया था ना आपको. अरे प्रभु जी तो ऐसे ही कॉल करते रहते हैं, है ना. अरे नहीं प्रभु जी एनी हाउ ही विल गोइंग टू सेंड द यूट्यूब लिंक ना, विल हियर इन द यूट्यूब लिंक. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव हर्ड द यूट्यूब क्लासेस दैट वी आर सेंडिंग यू? Huh? You have heard it? Okay, very few. Are boys, kids, our classes, these classes, no? You have seen. See, very few. Even though we have missed, we have missed some classes. All the classes are recorded and present in YouTube, but still, we don't get time. हम बोलते हैं हम लोग सुन लेंगे, will listen, but this they will not come. है ना? So, how many of you keep alarm for waking up in the morning? उठते हैं कि नहीं सुबह? पहले प्रश्न ही है. सुबह उठते हैं to wake up in the morning, we keep alarm, or maybe your my mother and your wife is be, अरे उठो ना. अलार्म मतलब मोबाइल का अलार्म. how many of you keep 2 alarms to wake up in the morning? 2 alarms, 2 अलार्म रखेंगे, है ना. उसमें भी snooze का ऑप्शन डाल के रखता है ना. है ना, that one alarm will be snoozed twice, thrice, 4 times, है ना. we'll try to wake up, अरे उठना है. And what mind will do? It will cheat us. Early in the morning when we have to wake up, mind is alert. Even we are sleepy, mind is super alert. We have to do a presentation in the office, है ना. presentation देना है, रात में बहुत लेट हो गया and we could not finish the presentation. Morning ऐसे, अरे early morning I will wake up, before going to office I will finish the presentation and then go. Morning I keep an alarm will ring. अरे 6 बजा है, 15 minutes I will sleep off, that's all. And presentation थोड़ा सा ही तो बचा है, little bit only. 50 minutes I will sleep, I will do it फटाफट and over, that's all. Okay, 50 minutes I will snooze. After 50 minutes again I will wake up, अरे 15 minutes चलेगा presentation ना, will do it प्रभु. I will take bath very fast. Morning उठना है, बात करना है, प्रसाद लेना है, खाना खाना है, everything I have to get ready. I will do it very quick. I will get time. If I do it everything faster, I will get time for the presentation preparation. Mind will trick. Mind will give all kinds of justifiable answers to not to do things. Justifiable, and it will convince us such a nice way, and that too early in the morning. And it is so convincing. हम convince हो जाते हैं कि भाई कर लेंगे, हो जाएगा प्रभु जी, it will happen. And we wake up right 5 minutes before the office, and presentation is like that only. It will happen. Mind will cheat. Mind is the biggest cheater. Mind is a cheater. You know? In this way, that Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramathi balavadridham tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. Mind is restless. Mind is turbulent. Mind is obstinate and very strong. Oh Krishna, to subdue it, to control it, I think is more difficult than controlling the wind. What is mentioned? Controlling the mind is difficult than controlling the wind. हवा को control कर लेंगे, but controlling mind is not possible. Who's telling this? Arjun is telling. To whom? Krishna. Arjun. We give him as example for the concentration, right? We have heard that story. Dronacharya asking people to shoot, and everybody telling, and he's asking, what you are able to see? I see this, I see that. Arjuna says, I am focused. I see only the eye of the bird. Such a kind of a concentration. Archers, they need lots of concentration. Huh? And this Arjuna is telling, focusing the mind or controlling the mind is difficult. I can control the wind, but not control the mind. This Arjuna is a very, very powerful person. Not just simply powerful, he's a very charactered person. He has mind control. Imagine one story, one event in Arjuna's life. He went to Swarga, his spiritual father's house, Indra, right? Indra was so happy that his son has come. That is, Jo chahe le lo. Whatever he wants, Somarasa, Amruta, and what is that? Apsaras and all this, everything. Are jo chahe jo bhog karna hai, kar lo. Indra is telling all these things. And all Apsaras were ready to enjoy with Arjuna. Arjuna is telling, no, you are like my mother. I will not do. And this is kind of a self-control Arjuna had. है ना? अप्सराएं आकर बोल रही हैं कि ये भोग करेंगे, and he's telling no. Not just kind of a local beauties in Bangalore, no. The beauties of the Swargas are telling, and Arjuna telling no. Arjuna was such a kind of a charactered person. Even though when they won the war, Dhritarashtra was defeated. All these children, all these 100 sons were killed. They didn't put him in the jail. हो सकता था ना कि अरे किंग को कैप्चर कर लिया, जेल में डाल दो. नहीं, they respected and treated him like a father in their home. Every day they used to go and pay obeisances. And one day when Dhritarashtra renounced, उसने वैराग्य संन्यास ले लिया. That time this all Pandavas, they started crying. He took sannyas just because we could not care for him. This person who did lots of atrocities on them, they were caring for him. It's kind of a careful people. And that Arjuna is telling to Krishna, I cannot control my mind. Why? My mind is so strong. Not my, generally telling, man is a chanchal, is a pramati balavadridam. It's so difficult to control it. And what to talk about us? Mind will make us to do something which is nonsense. है ना? मन जो है, it promotes us, it prompts us, it forces us to do something which we don't want to do it. हमें लगता है कि नहीं, उठना चाहिए मंगल आरती. We think that we have to do this, but the mind will push us, force us to do something nonsense. And then our situation will be like this. See? And we'll always repent. ये क्या कर दिया मैंने? क्या क्या हो रहा है? This is mine. This is you. पहले ही सोच लेना चाहिए. Think before you do. So mind is like that. It when we try to subdue it, we try to control it, it does such a kind of a rant. It will throw on off us, and mind will show so much craziness. We can't control it. It makes us, traumatizes us to make things happen. We need to follow his orders, and so abstinent. Mind has become so strong, is overpowering us to do something which we don't want to do it. And we do it, and then we have to repent like this, Father. Our situation is like this. Then question is, if we have to have the control over the mind, then what to do? The Bhagavad Gita doesn't use only the problem, but gives the solution. When Arjuna mentioned, Are Pramati Balavat Dridam, I cannot control it, Krishna gives the solution. First of all, we have to understand what is the structure of the mind. Before we conquer the enemy, we have to know what are the plus point and minus point of the enemy. What are the what are the strong points of the enemies, where is situation strong and where is weak. Hmm? So to understand where mind is situated. This is shloka from Kathopanishad. It mentions, we'll read this shloka. Atmanam rathinam vedhi shariram rathameva cha buddhim tu saratim vidhi manah pragraham eva cha indriyani hayanahur vishayamsteshu gocharan atmendriya mano yuktam भोक्तेति आहुर मनीषिणः आत्मानम रथिनाम विद्धि. आत्मानम मतलब इसमें आत्मा आत्मा वर्ड हैज कम मेनी टाइम्स, बट एवरी टाइम आत्मा मेनी इज डिफरेंट. ठीक है. आत्मानम, आत्मानम मतलब सोल इनसाइड. यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड हिम एज अ रथी. यू हैव सीन दिस वीडियो राइट, फोटो बिफोर. हाँ. सो द रथी, रथी मीन्स द पर्सन हु इज राइडिंग द चैरियट. राइडिंग मतलब दो पैसेंजर जो है. Huh? The one, he is the atma, the soul. And then shariram ratham evacha, जो शरीर जो है, body is like a ratha. Hmm? And buddhim tu sarathim viddhi. Sarathi, the driver, is the intelligence. And manah pragraham evacha. Manah pragraham मतलब the ropes, वेदी, क्या कहते हैं इसको, लगाम जो होती है ना, bridles. Yeah, these are kind of that, these are the mind. And indriyani hayanahur. Haya matlab the horses. Horses are the senses. How many senses we have? We have 10 senses. Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, all of them are uh, 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 and they are riding this body. They are taking us. Handles of one sense which can work on that. So Karmendriya and Jnanendriya. Hmm? And then Atmendriya Mano Yuktam Bhokteti Ahur Manishina. And with this, the soul is riding and going all the places. Hmm? So the self is thus enjoyer and a sufferer in the association of the mind and the senses. So it is understood by great thinker. Manishinas are imagining this like this. So this is the situation. So who is the strongest person here? Mind? Charioteer? Yeah, charioteer, because he should be the boss, right? Charioteer has to be the boss. Everybody should listen to that charioteer. Shri Gandhar ka Girdhari Shivan Mahaprabhu ki jai. So, charioteer has to be the boss. He should be the strongest person. But what's happening? The charioteer is scared. His face is frightened, you see. Why? Because horses are not listening, and the bridles are loose, and the intelligence is weak. And that's how this chariot is going anywhere and everywhere. And if chariot is like this, it can topple anytime. Hmm? So this is how our situation is. Mind is saying here and there, and it's accepting the all the guidance or the dictations of the senses. Tongue is telling, "Arey, eat, mama, eat that one which is so nice, सड़ा हुआ, एकदम गला हुआ, बॉटल में भर के आता है ना." Mind is telling, "अरे, media, indriyas are telling, let us drink that," and body becomes spoiled, है ना. So eyes are telling, "अरे बाबा, movies आई है, देख ले, देख ले, देख ले." Mind telling, "Okay, let's go for it," because mind is in the control of the horses, the indriyas, and it's taking us here and there. Why? Intelligence is not stronger. Who is controlling the horses? The bridles. The ropes are controlling the horses. If you do right, they will go right. You do left, like that. Who is controlling the bridles? The charioteer. Not charioteer. The driver. How charioteer, of course, you can say. So driver. So driver has the control of the mind. The driver is the intelligence. The intelligence has to have the control of the mind. Mind has to have the control of the senses. And the intelligence should listen to the soul. Okay? This should be the thing. But actually, our situation is exactly Ulta. We are listening to the senses, and senses are mind is listening to the senses, and mind is dictating to the intelligence, and intelligence is dictating over the soul. And that's why we are not able to act as per whatever desires are. We are not able to wake up in the morning. Waking in the morning is the biggest thing, you know. So somehow mind has become the master. Actually, situation has to be like this. Bhagavad Gita mentions Indriyani paranyahur Indriyebhya param manah Manasastu para buddhir Yo buddhe paratsastu saha. Working senses are superior to dull matter. The mind is higher than the senses. The intelligence is still higher than the mind. And he, the soul, is even higher than the intelligence. So you understood what should be the hierarchy in our life? Who should control whom? It is clear. But that is not the case. So how to make it right? The question is, Prabhu जी आपने problem बता दिया, अभी solution बताना है. Now this is our analysis. Problem we have explained everything. This is analysis of the situation now. Now we have to act on it. How to act? How to control the mind? By strengthening the intelligence. है ना? आप बैलगाड़ी चलाए बैलगाड़ी कभी? Anybody has ridden बैलगाड़ी? Bullock cart? Huh? Bulls are powerful or you are powerful? Bulls are powerful. If bulls started doing on their own nonsense thing, will you able to control? No. But if you have the bridles with you in your hand, but your muscles are very weak, you are not able to. When you pull the bulls are roaming around this ropes, they will get stretched. No, you have to pull your strength and pull the bridles, right? Isn't it? And then only the bulls will calm down and they'll listen to you. If you don't have strength in your hands and you're not able to pull those ropes properly, will they listen? No. The rope is the mind, and we have to hold it tight by intelligence. Intelligence has to hold it tight. So intelligence has to have the strength. Intelligence के हाथ में मजबूती होनी है. So if you have to control the mind, what has to be stronger now? Intelligence. The only solution is to give energy to intelligence. How to control the mind? You would have heard there are two voices coming in your from within, right? We heard about mind is dictating you, right? So one voice is of your mind. The other voice that we hear apart from the mind is the voice of intelligence. There is one fable in American society, American locals there, Native Americans. So they say that we have two dogs in within. One dog is a good dog, one dog is a bad dog. And dogs will bark. Whoever dogs barks louder will listen to him. And whoever dogs will listen to, that dog will start becoming stronger. है ना? And that becomes stronger and start barking louder and louder and louder. We have two dogs within us. One is the mind, one is intelligence. Mind will tell something. Intelligence also will tell what is rational, what is logical, what is right, what is wrong. The activity of the mind is tell what I like, what I don't like. Activity of the intelligence is what is right, what is wrong. Okay? Mind will not think about it, what is right, what is wrong. I like it, I will eat it. मेरे मन को भाया मैंने, आप समझ लो आगे का फिल्मी डायलॉग है ना. ठीक है. So this is what mind says. But intelligence will say no, this is non-veg, should not eat. है ना? So this is what mind says. Intelligence says. Intelligence has a justification. So we have to control mind. How to control the mind? First thing is we have to make our intelligence stronger. That good dog, we have to keep on listening to him regularly. If we ignore the mind will become a little crazy in between before, like that small child. Saw the video. It will become crazy. But slowly, slowly, he will start taming down. Intelligence will start becoming stronger and stronger and stronger, and we will be able to justify. Mind will always ask, क्यों नहीं मिलना चाहिए मेरे को, ये अच्छा है, this is good for me, I like it. But intelligence is weaker, he will not be able to convince the mind. Intelligence is stronger, we can convince the mind. It is weak, we cannot convince the mind, we cannot give this. कभी कभी बच्चे होते हैं ना, they want something, kids, and they will ask, I want this, I want this. If parents are not intelligent enough, they will give whatever they ask, and pampered child will be the spoiled child. है ना? So parents have to be stronger. Parents have to be intelligent enough to understand what's right for my child and what's not right. If parents also doesn't have intelligence, parents ही fool है, तो बच्चे तो fool होंगे ही होंगे. So we have to acquire intelligence. Intelligence has to become stronger so that mind can be convinced right or wrong, and then mind will sit silent like this dog. And then important thing is clear the previous impression. The second tip is clear the previous impressions, because mind is collecting all the impressions, and among all the impressions, whatever are pleasing impressions, it will try to repeat it. It will tell, अरे लास्ट टाइम तो हमने खाया था, बड़ा अच्छा लगा, लेट इट हैव इट अगेन. लास्ट टाइम आई डिड इट, इट वाज सो फन, लेट अस डू इट अगेन. है ना? सलमान की मूवी आई है, लास्ट टाइम बड़ी अच्छी थी, इस बार भी जाएंगे. पैसा वेस्ट करेंगे और टाइम भी वेस्ट करेंगे. है ना? So like this, mind has a previous impression. Those has to be cleared. Those impression has to be cleared. But question is how to clear those impressions. हार्ड डिस्क पे तो लिखा जा चुका है, रीड ओनली मेमोरी. हाउ टू ओवरराइट इट? ओवररीड इज हैपेंस माइंड के ऊपर ना. ओवरराइट हैपेंस ओनली व्हेन वी सिट इन मेडिटेशन, व्हेन वी चैंट हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र. वी हैव टू डू दैट. When we do meditations, our all past impressions are cleared. When we have a boys class, that time I give this example, but anyway, I can give it here also. So it is said that whenever somebody sees a naked woman, that impression in the mind will last for 10 years. Such a kind of a strong impression goes into it. It's very dangerous. Now, our youthhood, we have done all these things, nonsense things, but when we get married and all these things, after that also those memories haunt us. It will not leave us. So 10 years it will take to remove those bad impressions from our mind. So it's very, very careful what kind of impressions we are giving in our mind. And to clear all those bad impressions, we have to chant Hare Krishna Mantra very, very focusedly and very clearly. And then we have to give him the positive engagements. Mind is full of memories, pictures, and randomly things will come out. If you start putting all good things into that, so whatever will come out, it will be good only. You know, you heard about a garbage in, garbage out. If you put good things will come out. If you put bad things. We have to put all the good memories and emotions into the mind. Then only, and positively, you have to keep on engaging in a positive way, not in a negative way. Thoughts आते हैं, thoughts will keep coming, but many times we start indulging into the negative thoughts. ये लड़का बुरा ही होगा, सास ने ऐसा ही बोला होगा, and ऐसा ही है. We start thinking negative it. As soon as we understand my thoughts are going in a negative way, should control it. We should stop it. We have to start thinking in a positive way. So, and we have to give a positive engagement also. Kids, if you keep him idle, they will go crazy. We have to keep him engaged in the right things. And that's why we have the training programs for the mind, which is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, hearing Krishna Katha, भगवान की कथाएं सुनते हैं. All these things, when we start hearing Krishna Katha and all these exciting stories of Krishna we read from Srimad Bhagavatam and all, our mind will start dwelling into it, and all good sanskaras will start happening. And then, very important, last one is chastise the mind. Mind is notorious. Until you chastise him, बहुत बार ना पेरेंट्स डरते हैं बच्चों को डांटने के लिए. जितना अच्छा है, the pampering is good and scolding is also good. We have to chastise the mind whenever it's necessary. We should not hesitate to chastise the mind. We should give the punishment sometimes. Minds will say, अरे ये खाना है, वो करना है, गेम खेलना है, वो करना है. नहीं, लास्ट टाइम तुमने ऐसा किया था. We should मतलब this is called as tapasya. What mind says not to listen it and do it in a right way. This is tapasya. Hmm? Tapasya of mind is self-control. Tapasya of mind is satisfaction. Whatever we are getting it, you know, serving में आते हैं गुलाब जाम they are serving and they are giving one gulab jam. अरे एक ही दिया मेरे को. We have to control. We have to say okay, whatever one is sufficient. Mind will ask more, always ask more, but we have to be satisfied. We have to say no, one only, sugar hai. Like that. So we have to control mind in that way. Okay? So these are the tips for the mind control, and practical is mantra meditation that we are going to do in some time. Okay? So any questions? सब क्लियर है माइंड कंट्रोल का? यस प्रभु जी, माइक दीजिएगा. Come, come. Yeah, my mic will be there. Pick up it. हाँ, कोई भी लगे चलेगा.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Close this.
Hare Krishna.
You can call all the our mentors inside.
Hare Krishna, my name is Manoranjan. Is intelligence and conscience are same?
Okay. Is it intelligence and a conscience? Intelligence मतलब बुद्धि, conscience मतलब विवेक. विवेक. So intelligence finally is a tool that we have got: brain, heart, mind. Conscience is a philosophical term. If intelligence is trained in the right proper philosophical thought processes, it will generate conscience. ठीक है? So intelligence of Osama bin Laden, intelligent person, right? But what is he doing with that? Is a bombs बना रहा है, सब कुछ कर रहा है, terrorist activities. So his conscience is not good. So conscience is a quality, what I can say is a conscience is a quality acquired by the intelligence. Intelligence has to say what is right, what is wrong. But Osama bin Laden, his intelligence is telling something wrong as a right thing for him because intelligence is corrupt. When intelligence is put in a proper order, properly trained, it can generate conscience. ठीक है? विवेक.
Conscience is the higher form of intelligence.
Conscience is the quality of an intelligence. Conscience is the quality that intelligence acquires. इंटेलिजेंस है, वो कोट पहन लेता है. बुरा इंटेलिजेंस, बैड इंटेलिजेंस, गुड इंटेलिजेंस, है ना? या conscience means सत विवेक बुद्धि. What's right and what's wrong, it has to tell properly. That is a conscience. And conscience will be developed when we read shastras, we read scriptures. Intelligence will become stronger when we read shastras. Intelligence like a muscle, एक मसल की तरह है. More you use it, more it will become stronger. More you don't use it, it will become weak. The mind will keep on dictating. A modern mind says, okay, we'll do. That's all. Then its mind, intelligence become weaker and weaker and weaker. Intelligence we have to use. And you have to use, and use of intelligence will happen, the training will happen when we read Shastras, we read Bhagavad Gita, we read all this. Now, not just simply read. I'm asking you to study it. Study Shastras. Prabhupada many times tells, we have to study Bhagavad Gita critically. क्यों बोला कृष्णा ने ऐसा, उसके पीछे क्या रीजन हो सकता है, व्हाई कृष्णा हैज स्पोकन दिस, व्हाट इज द लॉजिक्स बिहाइंड इट, वो फर्स्ट चैप्टर सेकंड, व्हाट इज द लिंक बिटवीन दैट, सेकंड और थर्ड, व्हाट इज द लिंक बिटवीन दैट, एंड व्हाई कृष्णा हैज स्पोकन ऑल these things. So all this critical study of Bhagavad Gita will flex our intelligence muscle, and that muscle when it's properly strengthened with the equipments, with the all the tools of scriptures, it will become a conscience. It will acquire the quality of conscience. Sat vivek buddhi. Then it's called as Sat vivek buddhi. Conscience is Sat vivek buddhi. It's also buddhi, right? Sat buddhi is a conscience. Okay. Yep. Any questions? Otherwise, you can. There are so many things. Yeah, Prabhuji. Hmm. Yeah. See, while mantra meditation, only one instruction I will give, every time I give is, we don't have to think, we have to just listen the mantra that we hear, that we speak. That's only we have to do, nothing else. Huh? So for that purpose, we don't have to use mind at all. है ना? So mind को चुपचाप बैठाना है. And when your mind gives up pop-ups, we are working in the internet or something, like pop-up will come, ting, lottery lag gaya. You know that this is nonsense things. Mind also, while chanting, you are doing some important work here. Chanting means chanting Krishna's name. You are getting connected to Krishna, right? And mind will give a pop-up. अरे घर में जाना है ना? We have to purchase this and that वगैरह वगैरह. But we don't understand that this is not so important right now, because meeting with Krishna is very important for me now. So those pop-ups, lottery of 10,000, we have to close it. When your mind gives the pop-ups, we have to close it. So that's only attitude we should give towards mind when we are chanting. Just close it. Whenever mind gives all the different ideas, you have to just ignore it. Just close it. Even many times mind will become so crazy. अरे अभी सोचना है, अभी plan करना है. You have to make a list of items that I have to purchase. अभी class के बाद market जाना है. If I forget anything, let me memorize everything. While chanting only, we start planning. अरे साबुन, मछुआ, kachua, all this will come. No, this all this we started bringing. But we have to make him understand that this is not important right now. Chanting is more important. We have to just close it. Just close it. Just ignore it. Maybe many times we can tell, okay, just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes, let me focus it. I will talk to you later. Whenever kids are become so naughty, they will say, Prabhu, Papa, will go to Astal word. You say, you know that this is not right time. You say, what you say? Later. Agle mahina. Agle mahina. Mind, when gives a trouble, we have to tell the same thing. Later. Later. This is the best tool to deal with the mind is later. इसको इतना ही बोलना है. We have to tell only things, not right now. Not right now. After some time. You don't say no. If you say no, mind will become crazy. बच्चों को बोलेंगे नहीं जाना है असल वर्ल्ड, मतलब वंडरला है ना बेंगलोर में, है ना, वंडरला नहीं जाना. Kids will become mad. अरे पप्पा मेरा बात सुनते ही नहीं है. They start slanging and cursing, and I will feel bad. But if we say not now, after some time, they will become okay. पप्पा लेके जाएंगे, and after some time, these kids will also forget not to go there. So mind also we have to deal with that. Not just now. The best tool. ठीक है, समझ गए ना क्या ट्रिक करते पिताजी आपके साथ. Not just now. Okay, that's why we should not keep the kids into idols class. idols के ट्रिक्स बच्चों को बता जाते हैं. समझ गया मैं. Okay, any questions? ठीक है. Now we'll divide ourselves into the small groups, and we'll discuss what are the important lessons that we learned into this group. Okay, all of you know your who is your mentor. Who don't know who is my mentor? We have a few mentors. We have Vijayalakshmi Mataji, we have Rakesh Prabhu, we have Harish Prabhu. Any of you who don't know mentor? First day of mine in the class, I don't know, I don't have any mentor. Okay, Vijayalakshmi Mataji. Okay, you go to the Shailesh Prabhu's group. What's your name? Dhanalakshmi. Dhanalakshmi Mataji is already assigned, no? Okay, so Shailesh Prabhu is there around? Shailesh Prabhu and Shital Mataji. Okay, you will go into this. Anybody else who doesn't have mentors? Okay, everybody has? ठीक है. You don't have mentor. What's your name? Naveen. Oh, first class. Mataji, anybody is having the less number of devotees, they can. Okay. Absent, huh? Okay. Maybe Jyotisha Prabhu and Vijayalakshmi Mataji groups can sit together. That's the thing. So you can sit with the Vijayalakshmi Mataji only. Anybody else who doesn't have mentors? Has. ठीक है. Let's catch our corners. Harish Prabhu and Lokeshwari Mataji, they will sit here. And Vijayalakshmi Mataji, where she's gone? Okay. Ashutosh Prabhu will sit there. Ashutosh Prabhu, please raise your hand. Anybody knows Ashutosh Prabhu? Mentors from him? Please. You can get up and just catch your mentors. Rakesh Prabhu, your corner. Pick up your corner. Anywhere. Who else is a Rushi Prabhu? Is behind there. Who else? Yours is Shailesh Prabhu. He's coming inside. Okay. Mataji, you can, Shailesh Prabhu in that corner. Shailesh Prabhu and Shital Mataji. And Subandhu. It's me. They can come here. अरे मेरे ग्रुप वाले कौन है आज? विशाल जी, हरे कृष्णा.